Like, if you're gonna introduce a season that is as bad as last season.
So, everybody, this is Booze Babble. This is my podcast that I'm starting, where I just feature a bunch of alcohol and I talk with a bunch of my friends about both gaming and alcohol. So, today, my friend David here is a Masters player in Apex Legends. As of recently, Apex Legends has had some interesting things going on, and we'll get a Masters player's opinion on some of the standings of EA, Respawn, and their game. All right. So, you're a Masters player.
Mm-hmm.
My first question, because this is now Season 18. We are in Season 18 of Apex Legends. Season 17, the number one strat for climbing ranks was ratting, right? That was the best possible strategy to get you the most amount of RP, right?
Right.
What do you think EA was going through? You know what I mean? Because when they rolled it out, they said that they wanted to prioritize placements.
Right.
Now, I 100% get that, because until they rolled that out, the number one type of viewed YouTube video of Apex Legends is these high-ranking players dropping 20 bombs, 40-plus kills,
right?
Like it was nothing, just absolutely shooting down everybody.
Yep.
And then it immediately pivots to a squad of 3 flying in, and before you even hit the ground, one person breaks off and decides, I'm gonna go find a hiding spot.
Yeah. I bet you happens to all of us playing.
What was your opinion on it? Like, what do you think? Season 17. What was the issue?
I mean, it was a new thing, so I'm pretty sure they had good intentions with all the changes. It's for sure. Nobody's sitting there like, hey, how do we mess up a new season? You know what I mean? But the intentions were good. I get it. Like, instead of dropping and everybody going and fighting, rather playing it like how LGS does. You know what I mean? Go and drop, get your loot, start rotating.
I think that's what they wanted.
That's
right?
what they wanted.
They wanted
that's
everybody.
What I'm saying. The good intentions was they wanted to
everybody to start playing strategically
and compare it to like if you're in a tournament, take it serious. It's ranked. Or
I
whatever.
got you. Yeah.
But I don't think they saw it coming that people would exploit that. I mean, with every game there's exploitation. So with this especially, they just decided to rat, and it happened after like a week of being in. People are noticing that, hey, if I'm hiding behind this little rock and I hit top 10, I'm guaranteed 50 LP or whatever it was. And if I do that 10 games, it's one rank every day. If I do that for a month, I'm a predator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even before that, it was the placements. The 10 what do they call them? The 10 games you do first before.
Oh, the placements.
The placements. Yes. Who was it? Wasn't it somebody on Twitch that ratted the whole 10 games? And
was it Tony?
I don't know.
Or was it? No, it was Timmy.
It was Timmy.
Timmy decided to try and rat and see how high he could get.
And he got Predator.
Yeah.
So that kind of gave the way for everybody that, hey, that's what
especially because he has that social media presence on YouTube and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And he put it out there that, hey, this is how you
eventually what was going to happen. It didn't need somebody from Twitch to show that. It was, it was bound to happen that everybody was going to notice, hey, ratting is the best strategy to move up.
Well, because they want the highest amount of games for the least amount of risk.
Correct. So that's what happened, and it didn't help that the season had 94 days, 100 days, whatever.
Yeah, there was so much time to grind it out.
So much time, and it was just at that point it was just.
So, the absolute, I'm not entirely sure if it's correct, but I've heard through some sources, 1.4 million Masters players last season, season 17. And I think it was just yesterday, the gaming merchant posted on YouTube about how he was playing in season 18 now. Next season, after they rolled out a bunch of different changes, they're trying to do away with that whole thing where everybody's trying to exploit ratting to get a bunch of RP to or LP to grind, right? To climb. Where he was playing in a higher EL lobby, and this guy, obviously a lot more intimidated by the skill level of the lobby, says, hey, we should hide. Hey, there's a lot of people coming this way towards our POI that we're landing on, right? And he's saying, we gotta hide. We gotta play it safe. We cannot engage these people, right? He's absolutely playing
it out
with the same mentality as season 17.
Right.
What do you think about that?
It's gonna stick around. It is gonna stick around, but You're just gonna see with the change. I mean, so far playing for weekend, I felt the change has been good. Like, you know, you do lose more and you're not gaining as much just by hitting top 10. And I have not encountered a lot of, you know, not even a lot. I haven't encountered a single person that decided to go and like rat in a place. Another thing, they fixed a lot of these hiding places.
Yes,
which
I did see that in the patch notes.
You can't go now and just hide in there, and people can't even shoot at you. You know what I mean?
So that was a thing, right?
That
you
was
could hide in
exactly.
spots.
What was it? Lova? She would use her.
Yeah, material would be in the way, so if you shot,
exactly.
bullets would stop, right?
So now they fixed that at least. So now even if you want to, you can't really hide behind a wall where nobody can shoot you. But changes so far look good. But again, a lot of people are gonna have the mentality of okay.
Well, because that's what got them to Masters previously.
Exactly. And that's another thing. Like when you see the graph, like a lot of people always Masters 24K.
Yeah, 24? it was absolutely high on bronze.
Exactly.
Totally low. Like nobody was in gold, nobody was in plat, right?
No, and then
Masters absolutely spiked
but
up.
But then another one, if you break it down, was when you're in Masters, when you break it down to the LP, a lot of them had 25K, which was a high number. But then as soon as you hit the 30, 31, because you got to earn more. But when you're hitting Masters, you're getting, you know, paired up with all these predators or actual masters that are playing the game.
The people who actually know how to play the game.
You're not gaining all this RP anymore. You know what I mean? Even when you're camping and all that, you're only getting this amount.
So there's silver players that are silvers.
A lot of people get stuck at the 25K, 26K.
And they hit Masters. They know they're going to get the dive trail at the end of the season.
Right.
And they stop playing. Or, I don't know if you saw it, there was a clip that Imperial Hal posted where all these bronzes invaded his high elo lobby, absolute bots, and he's just standing there looking at them as they run by him because they're totally on a different level from him. And it wasn't fun for him. It wasn't fun for the lower elo people because they're absolutely getting steamrolled. But their whole intention at the end of the day was to get the Masters emblem, to get the Masters dive trail. And so Apex Legends EA is doing away with the dive trails from this season on, right?
Well, they noticed because a lot of people would either target whoever's Master's Trail. A lot of people.
Because when you drop out of that drop ship
and you see a Master's
Trail, one of two things hit your mind: either that's a Masters player, that's an Apex predator.
Right.
Let's go beat him up before he can get a.
And if you have that thought, a lot of people will have that thought, and then you'll have like 5 squads.
I've seen those videos.
Where they gang up on a predator.
They got the predator trail. They're diving in before they even hit the ground.
They're already
20 other people are swarming them and just beating on them with their bare knuckles.
That kind of gives you a disadvantage,
or vice versa. For me, where I was playing legitimately, I was trying to get LP. And if I see somebody who is a higher elo, higher skill than me, or at least they earn that dive trail, I'm avoiding that person.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? They're probably going to win a fight against me, even if we had even loot.
Right.
I'm going to see that and I'm going to go away.
Right.
But now this season, season 18, where everybody has that master trail.
I mean, you saw everybody dropping out of the ship has that master trail.
Everybody. I am in rookie. I am by no means the same skill level as you. I am in rookie. And I jump out of a drop ship with me and my other rookie teammates, right? My whole 3 squad, we squatted up. And I see a Master's Trail drop out of that drop ship, and 100% I know that guy's not an actual Master's player. I'm not afraid of that.
99% of the time.
And that's my concern too as a lower elo player. Is this actually somebody who I can beat up?
It's a bluff. It's just like in poker.
But that's the whole point. That's why they're trying to do away with the trail system now, because
but
now you don't know.
Kind of too late. 80% of your player base has a Master's Trail.
Well, yeah, but now you don't know.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And then you drop on this guy, and guess what? The moment he gets an R99, he smokes your whole squad. Because he's actually a Master's player.
Yeah.
Like if I was to run into that, and I would be scared out of my mind, but I don't know anymore. Now, overall, I think that EA is going in the right direction.
It was good intentions. That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody's, trying to set up the game for failure. Everybody's working towards improving the game. There's always going to be flaws, but to me, it's like if you're going to introduce a season that's going to last 90 days, 3 months, and there's flaws big time to the point where people are avoiding to play the game because it's so unenjoyable, there needs to be a backup plan. You know what I mean?
That's what you just said. It was like a
that's
spare,
what I mean.
like
Yeah,
a spare tire, right?
Because you still have the algorithms and everything from the previous season. Just go ahead and just be like, hey, actually, because we messed up this bad, admit to it. There's nothing wrong with admitting if you messed up, and just go back, fix it all up, and then reintroduce it. Nothing's gonna happen.
Like you said, you pop the spare tire on.
Yeah.
You're on a flat. Don't keep driving the car on the
Nobody's
flat.
gonna drive on their flat. They're gonna put the spare back on. You know what I mean?
Put the spare tire on
until you fix the actual season, which is the tire.
Go back to the old system until you fix the new system.
And then pop it back into the
And
car.
then you got a brand new tire.
Voila.
Brand new tire.
But as I'm
great.
saying, and even you notice, like throughout the season, like as soon as it was like a month left or whatever, 2 times were taking longer. Everybody was masters.
Everybody was masters, and they left the game because there was nothing else to climb for. Because there's no way a silvers player who grinded to masters by ratting was gonna compete with a predator for one of the top.
Not only that, like a lot of people
places.
want to become predators, but it was so far out you can't even reach it. Like Predator was what, like 250,000 LP, like, and you're stuck at 45, 50 because you don't have a 3 stack. You're playing, you solo queuing, so it's like it's giving you this like, okay, I reached masters. What else is there?
So this season, the main poster child of season 18 is Revenant Reborn.
Right.
Compared to Silence and Sneaking Around and the Death Totem.
He's like a new legend.
Yeah, what do you think of Revenant Reborn? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he
He's good he's good if you're playing solo, if you're playing like one-man army kind of thing, you know what I mean? It's not good for strategically if you want to play with your squad.
So you're better off picking somebody like
Newcastle.
Because
think about it, like how are you helping out your team being a Revenant? Give me one thing that you're gonna be like useful towards your team. What are you able to scan banners? Are you able to scan beacons? That's what I mean, beacons. Are you able to like give them health? Are you able to scan care packages? The only thing is opening up that extended care package.
Yeah.
Or no, extended supply bin.
Right. No, actually, I think he's a skirmisher. So all he does is he scans care packages.
Right. Yeah, he does that. Yeah.
So he doesn't really do all that much.
That's what I'm saying. So I know they reworked him to kind of like boost
you're
his
talking about higher
rate.
elo at least?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from a lower elo perspective. This is what I've had experience playing Revenant Reborn.
Sorry, but even higher elos are picking him because he is OP right now.
He has the movement.
He has the movement.
So
you got his ult that kind of puts like that additional shield on top of you. It is overpowered. So we'll see what they do.
So what I've noticed with his new tactical, that jump, especially for me, lower elo, I'm not.
You talking about Vantage?
No.
You're talking about
for the Revenant, right? He's got the jump, right? He's like, I got you.
Copying Vantage.
Yeah, no. That's like a whole meme now. Is like he's the better version of Vantage because he can just jump.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
Looks much better than Vantage.
Doesn't take a wind up or anything like that.
Nope.
I've noticed it's very good for helping correct positioning mistakes.
Yeah.
If I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go this way, and then I just see a whole squad peek me and they shoot me, I can immediately just hop back. Yeah. And it's really great for repositioning. Same thing if you get a crack and they're all broken, and you can immediately just jump in.
Mm-hmm.
But compared to some of the more team-oriented legends, yay or nay, like a Catalyst or a Seer or a Lifeline, right, or a Newcastle, being able to have that res or something like that, would you sacrifice a spot for a Revenant?
To me, it all depends if you know how to use him. Like, it all depends. Like, if you're really good with him, by all means, go for it, because you will make a difference by using your ult. You'll be able to knock 2 people, because you technically have, like, what?
Yeah, you have, like, 300 health at a red shield, right?
So
it's
if you use him wisely and you're able to use it to the best of its ability, yeah, go for it. But if you're not really that, I'd rather have you play something else that will benefit us as a team rather than just yourself. But if you're a good player, go for it. Because then the other 2 can choose squads that will benefit Revenant.
Oh yeah, so
you know what I mean? So
Revenant is now if somebody picks Revenant, you're forced to now build around him.
Well, you kind of have to. But unless they suck and they're choosing Revenant, so then you kind of like, even if you choose something that kind of supports him, what's the point if you have so much?
He's a one-man show.
Exactly. What's the point of him having his ult and like that extra shield if he's missing all of his shots? You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So, but yeah, it all depends how you play him. It's same with Newcastle. Like, don't pick Newcastle if you don't know how to play him. Which is a hard legend to play.
Newcastle is very complicated.
Very, very.
I can't even turn the wall sometimes.
I don't even bother playing Newcastle because that's just another.
Yeah, turning his Q, I don't know how to turn that sometimes.
Nope.
So there's some other legends that are in kind of a thin spot where some people are trying to, I guess, persecute them from being EA's favorites, like Seer and Horizon, right? I know Seer specifically, I absolutely dislike that they added the slow to his Q. What do you think of that?
Well, adding something like that to that kind of... Well, they didn't... Okay, when they added this to Seer, they didn't change Revenant at that time. Revenant was the one that would silence your abilities. So adding another character that does the same thing, you're not doing a favor to the other legend that actually has that Q. Which
so now Seer is the only one who can silence other people.
Right. Well, now that makes sense because they redid the whole Revenant thing. Fine. Do the Seer thing. That's the only thing. I can think of another legend that will silence you. Right? So that's fine with me. But when they first introduced it, you had Revenant there. You're not really doing Revenant a favor. He's already a low pick rate. Doing this to Seer
just makes Seer a more likely pick.
And then Revenant even worse of a pick rate. So that's that.
So what about the slow on Seer's Q? They supposedly nerfed it. It went from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. But overall... 8 seconds is more than enough time to get your whole ass.
The only thing I did like though about Sirius is the dome is much smaller than what it was,
and it no longer actively reveals them. It just shows their footsteps,
except
right?
Footsteps. Which I mean, if you got a pair of eyes, you can see where the footsteps
you can tell.
You don't need a whole outline of their body to see where they are. But yeah,
overall, do you think Seer's kit is overloaded?
It's slow. Yeah, well, definitely. Yes. You got to take one of them away. You can't silence and slow. You got to do one of the two.
Because now you're giving him 2 Qs. Just there.
Yeah, you're giving him 2 Qs. Silencing and slowing. So do one of the two. I rather do more of the slowing than the silencing because I don't really care about somebody else's Qs. If I scan somebody and it slows them down...
I think there's more counterplay if there is no silence, right? You can Octane jump pad or you can Vantage Q out of it.
Right, but I'm saying if you silence, you can't really jump out, so you kind of
Oh yeah, you're just kind of hopping there, looking like
So I'd rather take that over the silence of the abilities, because I could care less if Gibraltar throws his dome or... You know what I mean? So.
Well, that just means that you gotta have higher skill in order to secure that kill.
Correct.
Okay. What about Horizon?
Horizon is another level. It's like a favorite child of EA.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that if you use Ashe and you snare Horizon, she's still able to use her Q?
No.
Now tell me how that makes any sense.
Yeah, that shouldn't, because she shouldn't be able to leave
that
Q area.
Right. So you snare her, she's supposed to be locked to that snare. Well, when she Qs, she's able to go up in her rip. I don't know how that makes any sense, but that's when you go to the...
So is Horizon the new Wraith?
Yeah, 100%. Horizon's the new Valkyrie, what Valkyrie used to be in season what?
Oh 16, yeah, no, because it was Wraith,
until
then it
they
was Valkyrie,
straight up killed her.
So Horizon's next on the chopping block.
It should be.
Because, yeah, she's got that passive that lets her just move uninhibited, the Q that lets her take height, and
even
the ult,
if you get snared,
the ult that absolutely destroys any team that's hiding behind cover.
100%.
It destroys doors, it's got a reveal now, you can wall hack some people if you do it right.
Yeah. Horizon is up there, yeah. They gotta rework her.
On top of the fact that she just got her heirloom, so her play rate's gone up.
I mean, her play rate was up as well. Like, you acquired her heirloom, but adding that heirloom and it's just, Horizon is Horizon.
Me and my friends were messing around with Revenant Reborn in the firing range the first day he came out. And we noticed that you can combine tap strafing with the Revenant jump, the pounce, the Q. Okay. And if you combine that with an Octane jump pad, you're absolutely untouchable, right? You can tap strafe off the first jump, the second jump, and then you can Revenant Q tap strafe. So
no way.
You got 3 jumps, and then on top of that, if you were to go in a straight line, slide into the jump pad.
Right.
At the top of your jump, you do the double jump, and then you do the fully charged Revenant jump as well. You can cross like 200 meters. So,
that's insane.
Do you think Revtane is coming back?
Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, yeah.
Would now that I've told you this, are you gonna try it? Like, would you try?
I'm gonna actually try that and find that just to see like how far. But that's
you can cross tons of. I mean, that's great for rotation, but also imagine pushing a team like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're Revenant, you crack somebody and they're like going away kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, because Revenant now has that extra 75 health shield. Is it equal, if not better, than Death Totem when you drop on somebody like that?
The Death Totem was. Like the name says, Death Totem. It was death.
You still have to go back, right?
So but I'm saying it was death because it would always bite you in the ass. There's people that see the Death Totem, and then as soon as you get back, there's people waiting for you. You know what I mean? Or you use it, and by the time you actually get in a fight, you expired from the Death Totem, and you actually stuck in the middle.
It's safer now that
it's
you
safer
have
now
the,
not
the
having
shield.
the death totem. Exactly, yeah. It's safer now having that shield rather than the death totem. But again, the death totem was more of a team-based rather than having that extra shield, which is just like a...
So Revenant is still taking the spotlight from the Octane jump pad.
Yeah.
Because he's just jumping in, he's got tons of health, and he's like, what's up,
they
everybody?
They obviously did all this change because Revenant was, what was it, season 4, season 5?
He was
yeah, so
he
it was
really
a big
old,
deal.
and he was really less
big deal,
played.
so they really wanted to, overwork him to the point where people actually stopped picking him, and they did a good job with that because a lot of people are playing him right now, but then they're going to notice a lot of things with being OP and all that. So we'll see if they actually fix him or not, but I like it. It's a good change, but people exploit
So it
changes.
cemented Crypto as the new least played legend.
I feel bad for Crypto.
Any other opinions on Apex Legends?
No. I mean, I just know everybody's trying to go in the right direction. But there's going to be flaws, and that's why the community is there to outline what the flaws are. But I just feel like there needs to be better. Like if you're going to introduce a season that is as bad as last season, there needs to be backup plan.
The backup plan, like you said, where you just revert it back to the previous
something.
season.
You need something to kind of go back.
Don't just let it continue.
Yeah,
to
don't let
fester.
it continue because you're seeing all these players getting frustrated, players leaving. Your what is it? The player base, shrinking. There's less people online. I mean, what was it like 2 seasons ago, season 17? Like before they did the whole change. 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. My queue times were what 3-4 minutes, and I would be able to join a game. Which was fun. But now
you're waiting half an hour for one
How
game.
fun is that? Like most of the time I'm readying up and I'm watching a YouTube video. By the time that YouTube video is done, I check Apex. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm still waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not fun.
That's not a game.
Exactly. That's not a game. And then most of the people that actually stay and play are the 3-stack Preds because they just keep.
And they have easier time queuing up into games.
Exactly. And they just all they want to do is they're doing it for a living. You and me, we got jobs. We got a life. We don't have that time to be on 24 hours. So. But I like where it's going by them adding like team deathmatch and gun run and all those new things. Redoing the firing range. That's all good things that they're doing. So I like that. It's just there's always going to be bad things, but cool. We'll point it out and see what they do. But that's all we can do because we ain't no developers, right? No, we're not.
We're just here to play the game and give them our money.
Give them our money and our opinion, and then.
But at the end of the day, they do have to keep the game in a good position where we'll continue to give them their money.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. That's why that's my whole point with the backup plan. You can't have something for 90 days and then the first week you already know it's straight up shit. If you don't have a backup plan, you're gonna have people dealing with this for 90 days. I mean, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences of less players being online, less revenue coming in.
And then now you got to get their attention back.
And now you got to get their attention back by needing to spend more money on either advertisement or doing other crazy things that will get them back. So because the Twitch players are always going to be there because that's how they make their money. They're not going to leave. It's the people like you, me, other regular people that play the game for fun. The ones that are choosing to play a different game because. Hey, I got another 50 days of this.
We got tons of other options.
Hey, that's what I mean.
Why should we pick you?
Because we're not. Hey, I'm a predator. I have to grind every single day because I don't want to lose the spot. I'm a master. There's no way I'm gonna lose this master, so I'm gonna stay master. You know what I mean? And that's what most people did. At the end of the day, everybody got a participation trophy. Everybody got a trail. So now we just move on from.
We move on from here, and we learn from our
their
previous they learned from
their
previous
we just played the game,
and
like
we are continued sitting here with our wallets ready. EA,
Whatever
roll out some new heirlooms. Can we fix the prestige skins?
Who are you waiting for in an heirloom?
Fuse, my guy. I want Fuse's heirloom.
That's gonna be funny.
I don't know what it's gonna be, but I better hope it's a giant Bowie knife, man.
It's gonna be something funny.
It's gotta be a giant Bowie knife, or I'm not happy.
It's gonna have a lot of
a giant Bowie knife with a grenade on the end of it.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna have some type of explosive on it, a grenade or something.
I think that's all the questions I have for you, David.
That's it, man.
Thank you for coming on and giving us
thank you for having me. Again, great. I didn't even know stuff existed. Mark Kraken, I gotta say bye to you. Jonas Curse, very, very smooth, very light.
Like I said,
much better.
Is it what you're taking home today?
Most likely, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Black Spice Rum, I love it. Much better.
Have I think I told you, right? So Cody, I convinced Cody of this, right? So I got Cody to convert from Kraken to Jonas Curse. I've gotten you to convert from Kraken to Jonas Curse, and I knew that it would happen today. So I went out and I bought 2 bottles.
Because I was like, oh, no wonder he's over here offering.
I want my own bottle of Jonah's Curse. I bought a bottle of Jonah's Curse because I figured, you know what? I love Jonah's Curse. I'm gonna want it on my shelf. Yeah. And then I was like, Cody, if you really like it, take it home.
He took it?
And he took it home. He took it home, and then I was like, well, now I don't have Jonah's Curse. I bought 2 bottles today. I learned my lesson.
No, thank you.
I knew you were going to like it.
And it's 47%. Nice.
That's higher alcohol than Kraken.
I know, and they still managed
Kraken's
to make
94
it smoother.
proof. Yes. So how is it that they're making it smoother, cleaner, less burn, and it's higher in alcohol, right? So that's how you know it's a good quality alcohol.
Yeah, 100%. No, I agree.
100%. That is yours.
No, that's my go-to now. I'll give my wife a shot. Like I said, we're going to Vegas, so this bottle is gonna.
If there's a Total Wine near you in Vegas,
I'm actually going to that Lee liquor store, and I'll send you a picture if I see one.
All right.
Yeah, because like I said, they have so many locations over there. But
yeah.
No, pleasure. Thank you for having me.